What up, tubers? This is Ray, the old Geek, Rayware Computers since 1996. Okay, now some of the WordPress themes have these options in the customization settings where you can eliminate the sidebar and make this full width. Okay, I'm going to show you very quickly how to do this. Now, what you want to do is you go log into your WordPress. Okay. We're going to go under theme file editor. Now you always got to be careful in here. Okay, now this is going to default to the theme that you're using. Okay, and what we're going to do is we're going to look for the sidebar, and we're going to find its controller. Okay, and it's showing that there's one sidebar. And again, if you want to copy and paste all of this, put it in a notepad file first, and then edit this. And then if you mess it up, you can always come back and just redo it. Okay, so I'm going to put a 0 here, and that's going to eliminate that sidebar. Okay, now of course let's put it back. Or maybe you don't know. I don't know if you don't know or you do know. Okay. I'm going to go to my widgets menu. You got to remember, WordPress, like a lot of things with the computers and with programs and so forth, it basically pieces things together sometimes. Okay. In other words, this is your header settings. This is your menu. This is your content area and so forth. Okay, so I put that back. Okay, so your sidebar and certain aspects of your header and your menu is all controlled by what they call widgets. Okay, most people know this. Okay, so just to give you an example, I'm going to go up here. I'm going to do a heading, and we're going to say hi mom, and we're going to update it. Okay, now I just want to show you where everything is placed and where everything does. There's the hi mom. Okay, now this is a sample page that I'm using as my landing page, so to speak. Okay, so let's go into pages, open that up real quick. Okay, sample page, and we're using that as what they call the front page. Okay, and again, there are WordPress themes that allow you to do this, eliminate the sidebar in the settings, in the customization settings. Okay, so let me show you the hi mom again, so you see where we're at. Okay, in both. And ultimately, this is several different components that control this. Me personally, I want to get rid of this, and I want to extend this out to here. Okay, so now we're going to go to appearance. We're going to go to theme file editor. I know I was already there. Okay, by default, your theme that you're using at the current time will be there. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to look for the sidebar. Okay, I'm going to look for this switch here. I'm going to put a 0 in there to eliminate the sidebar. Okay, I'm going to refresh, and it's gone. Okay, it's magic. Okay, so we're in the widget sections. Even though we're still seeing it in the widget sections, it is gone from the actual website. Okay, now this, it's a matter of preferences, but this looks kind of weird here on the side, so we're going to go into our customizing this theme. Okay, we're going to customize it. Now, for those WordPress themes that have this customized setting to eliminate the sidebar and to extend out this layout, there are ones where it would even put the sidebar on the left side as well. Obviously, this doesn't have it, otherwise it would show it here. Okay, so I'm going to put in additional CSS. Now, this CSS code, I'm going to copy it right here. It's a very simple code. I will leave it down in the description. I don't think YouTube is going to have a problem with that. Okay, we're going to publish it. And we're going to save it and all, and boom. It's going to do what I want it to do. Okay? So that is very quick and very easy. Again, the widgets are still here. They're just contained, okay, within the code, so you don't see it on the website. Okay, now let's go bring up one of our blog pages and see if it did that, our blog post, and let's see if it did that to the blog post as well, which most likely it did. Okay, so this would be your blog post as well. So you got to keep that in mind when you're doing this. Okay, there is a way to do it on individual pages. Most likely it's within that code under the appearance. Now again, you got to be real careful when you're in these files. Okay, you might be able to do it in here on a single page. You might be able to just get rid of the sidebar on a single page, okay, or a single post. Okay, even though it's still showing, it's still telling the code to get the sidebar. Okay, so for shits and giggles, well, I still got some time left in this video. Let's put it back to the way it was, right? Let's put it back to the way it was. Okay, we're going to go into sidebar here. And let's see if we could just eliminate it. Now, with the CSS code in there, it's going to show the widget, but okay, it's going to show it like when you're viewing it on the iPhone. It's going to put it in line, which you can also, you can also do as well, if you choose. And that's the greatest thing about coding. You can make it any way you'd like to make it. Okay, so this CSS, I'm going to snatch this out of here. Okay, I'm going to publish it, aka saving it, and it's going to put it back to normal on this side. Okay, so now what we want to try and do is we're going to try and go into this code, the theme file editor, right? And let's try and do it, let's say, with the single page, and we're just going to try and eliminate the sidebar. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to save this code. Okay, and I'm also going to put this CSS code in there. I've never done this, doing it live, just for shits and giggles. Okay, it might screw it up, but let's save it before we make any major changes to it. Okay, because that's the single page. Okay, so you see it was looking for it there and it eliminated it. So now let's just go back and see if we can add the CSS directly here and just do it on the page. It'll tell me that it's incorrect. Okay, error 37. So there might be more information that you need to put there. However, let's do it the correct way, and that was just a little experiment. Okay, let's get that out of there, put it right. And that's great how it tells you whether you screwed it up or not. Okay, really doesn't look like it's screwed up, but really, like I said, in the old days we did everything in Notepad. Back in the DOS days, the disk operating system days, where it was just a black screen and text on the screen, it either worked or caused an error or did absolutely nothing. So in this case it did absolutely nothing, putting that CSS code there. So let's go back to where we can put in the CSS code. Okay. Now, what's most likely going to happen is, and again, we might be able to put that full width in there. Let me see if I can get the code. Hang on for just 1 second. I'm going to stop this video. Okay, I went and fetched some simple code. Again, this might not work either, but we'll see. Mainly because I might not have these. Might need these divides in there. Let's put some divides in there. Make it a real code. Actually, I should put it above the PHP mark, but we'll see what happens. And again, this is just an on-the-fly experiment here. Okay. My remembering all the coding days are way over. Okay. And actually, well, this is going to tell me if it's going to work or not. No, it's not. Okay, mainly because it's probably in the wrong spot. Okay, let's put it up here. See if I can get a green light on this. This is showing me red here. Something is missing. Alright, it said it did it successfully. So now let's go there and see if it did anything. And it did nothing, and that's okay. I see a problem with the code. Yep. All right, so what you could do, right? Let's go back. We did that for the single page. Okay. Now let's look at a post and see if it changed anything on the post, which I think I got over here already. All right, let's see if it changed anything on the post. Okay, so it kept the sidebar on the post page, but not on the sample page. Okay, on a page. Okay, this is a blog post page. So over here it eliminated it. Okay, now you can put the code in there where I showed you. If you get the code to put it in there. So this is Ray, the old DOS geek. Ray worked computers since 1996. I'm going to ask you to like and subscribe because that's what YouTube tells me to tell you guys.